I'm so grateful that McDonald's has decided to take a stand against COVID-19 by developing a cure made out of French fry grease and burgers. I'm also developing a cure, just kidding, this is just a newsletter I sent my friends about my life during quarantine. If you're using your phone, keep watching. If you're using a computer, skip ahead. If you just want to know how to make headers, skip to the end. I think it's harder to use a phone, but if you don't have a computer, this is your best option. Okay, so first you're going to open Google Docs and you're going to make a new document. And then you're going to hit the plus at the top to add a new table. And you can select how many columns. I just put 2. And you can change the color of the table at the bottom with the paint bucket tool. I made mine yellow. And then you can press this button on the left side to select the top 2 rows. I did it wrong here, but you can just press the button. And then you can press this button at the bottom to merge the 2 so you have a header. Now we're going to put our header photo, so I picked this picture in my photos and I'm going to copy it and then paste it. And when you put any image into your newsletter, you have to crop it before you put it in. Okay, so now I want to write a little blurb, so I'm going to select this row and merge them again so that I can write. So now I want to change the color of the text so that it matches the header, so I'm going to select all the text and then press this button at the bottom so the color options will come up. To change the font, you can select all the text and then press that button at the top and the font options will come up. To add another row, select this button on the side to select the whole row, and then at the bottom there will be a button that comes up. The one on the left is to add a row below your current row, and the one on the right is to add one above your current row. So I merged this row up here, put another header, and then now I want to put some text in that square. And now I have a photo that I want to add, but it's not going to fit the dimensions of the square, of the box or cell. So I'm going to crop it now so that it'll show up nice in the cell. And then when it's done, I can just copy the photo and then paste it back into where I want it. And now you can select this button at the top to drag the columns to change their sizes. And then I decided to rotate my phone so I could see everything better, which is really smart. But say you want the row below that to have 3 squares instead of 2. So you have to scroll to the top and press the line above the first column, and there'll be an option at the bottom to add a column to the left of that. But that messes up the whole table, so what you have to do is go to each row that's messed up, and then you select the whole row and then merge the cells so they go back to normal. For this one, I just selected 2 cells, which you can do just by clicking it and then dragging the blue box. And then I just readjusted the columns again so the pictures showed up properly. Then we're going to press this grid button at the bottom to change the borders to yellow so it matches and looks cool. So when you're done with your newsletter, you can just hold it down and then press select all and copy it. So open your email app and just paste it in and you should be good to go. Okay, so make a new document. Then we're going to press insert and put a new table, and I'm going to do 2 columns and then however many rows that you want. Then I'm going to select the top 2 boxes and right click and then press merge cells so that I have a header. And then I'm going to select the whole thing and right click and press table properties to change the background color of the table. So now I have the color I like, and I'm just going to paste in the header that I prepared. And then you can go ahead and write whatever little blurb you want under it. And then I went and merged the two cells below so that I can have another section and put another header. And then I'm just going to adjust the column. You can hover over it and drag it so that I have room for photos and stuff. And I went and found a photo and I just pasted it in there. And make sure when you put a photo, it has to be cropped before you put it in. Okay, and now I have my row below, but say you want a photo on both the left and right sides of the text. So what you do is select this cell where you want to put the column next to it, and you can right click it, and then you can insert a column to the left or to the right. But obviously that messed everything up, so you can just go and select the top rows and then merge them so they'll go back to normal, and then just go back and merge each row so that it'll go back to normal. Yep, so now I have my cool layout. I have photos on both sides. And now I'm ready to send off the email. So the last thing I'm going to do before I send it is right click the table and go to table properties and change the border color to the same color as the background so it looks nicer. You can also just leave it as is if you like how it looks. So now I can just select the whole thing and copy it. Then you're going to open up your email and paste the whole thing there. And you're all set to send it off. Woo! Finally, to make the cool headers, you can open up PixArt, press the plus at the bottom, and then select the photo you want to make transparent. And press cutout at the bottom, and then the little person, and it'll automatically cut it out for you. And it didn't get everything for me, so I just went and cropped it all out. Now you're all set to save it, and it'll look white, but it's transparent. Then to add text, go back into PixArt and scroll all the way down and select the transparent color background. Then scroll to the right and press add photo and then pick the transparent photo that we made earlier. Then you can select text to add whatever text you want, change the font, blah blah blah. This part is very important. You have to crop it before you save it or else it won't turn out right on Google Docs. So when it's cropped and ready to go, you can just go ahead and save and it should be ready to put in your newsletter.